Alright, this is a rough video of our setup. We've got the computer. This is the older computer. It's going to be our backup. It's running a program called Virtual DJ. We've got the professional version, paid for it, the whole 9 yards, so it's all legit. This is our music controller. It's got a crossfader and so forth. Lots of neat stuff. This is our mixer here. It's a Yamaha mixer. Probably going to upgrade this to a larger more channel mixer. This is our DMX Lighting controller, and I want to talk a minute about this. Used to, when we bought DJ lights, you bought a light, it was for a particular purpose. It did one thing and one thing only. You could adjust the sound sensitivity on it. It would, do what it does to the beat of the music. Anymore, we buy lights. They're DMX controlled. It's all computerized through this controller. Now there's computer software and dongles for computers and stuff. We're eventually going to get into that too. I don't know the system requirements. I want it to be able to run from our backup laptop as well. These are the QSC K12.2 speakers. We got 2 of those. They're 2,000 watts a piece. And don't mind the mess in the basement, but it's been an interesting time getting this all set up. And this is our light stand. So what we've got here is 5 lights. We've got the Wash FX2s. We got one there. We got one on the other end. We've got some type of a moving head. Forget the brand of this. Actually, it's the Stinger Spot, I believe, by StarTech. We got 2 of those, and we've got what's called a Kinta FX. For example, this light here, it'll do ultraviolet light. It'll do a lot of different things: strobe light, laser, the whole 9 yards. The moving heads, as you'll see, they can be used as a spotlight. They will move. I can control the movement. I can control what they do. There's something called gobos, which are different designs that you can put on the floor. So yeah, let's just play a couple of songs, or little pieces of songs. I've been playing with the programming of it. That's what all this here is for. So for each light, it's assigned an address. That's what you'll notice on these. It's got, of course that's upside down, but that's 17. This one here is 49. Yeah, they all have an address, and then each one is set to work on different channels, and that's what these controls are for on the program, or the DMX controller. So let's just play a couple of songs. I've played around a little bit with the programming, but not much. But looking at creating different scenes of lighting, and it's interesting. It is interesting. Let's just start off with something slow. Now I've got slower stuff in. Right now we are in scene 1 of bank 2. We're going to go ahead and do scene 1, bank 1. Turn up some music. Some say love. So this is kind of like a disco ball effect. Just moving lights. All white. Now I wanted to add some color to this, so I put that in scene 2. So that's scene 2, bank 1. And I know it's really throwing the camera off. But let's look at this real quick, because fixture 1, if I go to fixture 1, that's the one putting out the purplish wash effect right now. I can change the colors. There is like an ultraviolet color. And then you've got your, other colors. And you can combine colors to give it just the effect you want, and then you program it. into a scene, and you can program it into chases and so forth. So that's pretty neat. It doesn't really move. So let's look at, wow, I'm at 5 minutes into this video already. Let's look at scene, let's look at bank 2. Bank 2 is more interesting. We'll set that to audio. You can see the moving spots. So I've programmed these lights to do what they're doing, but let's say on the spots here, those are channels 2 and 4. I can control the movement of them. Let me get them where I can find them here. Bring them down just a little bit. There, I can control the different patterns, if you will. There's a bunch of those to go through. So I can put these lights where I want them, program them how I want them to move, where I want them to move to, and what effects they have, the speed, lots of different options here. So we'll turn that back to the way it was. Now we can control it with, we can mix it in with some lasers. But anyhow, lots of different options with these lights, and it's all a matter of creativity. What lights do I want doing what, when, what mood I want to set. We got a lot of wires to hide and get straightened out, but it's well worth it. Well worth it. And that's our DJ setup at this point.